In banking, speed is currency. A good decision made today is infinitely profitable than a perfect decision made on next week. If your branch operations feel slow, unresponsive, and bureaucratic, it is not just the system. The real bottleneck is sitting on the branch manager's desk. It may be the reason your managers are suffering from analysis paralysis, and it costing you market share every single day. Today, we are going to fix the decision velocity. Let's analyze why intelligent managers freeze when it's time to make a call. It traces back to the deep-seated fear of making a mistake. In heavily regulated industry like banking, we inadvertently train our managers to view every single error as career-ending disaster. The psychological result is risk aversion. A manager would rather stall, form a committee, escalate to regional head office, or demand 50 data points, even make a single decision. They believe they are being thorough, but actually they are abdicating responsibility. They are using data collection as act of cowardice, and in the process, they are paralyzing your branch agility. How we are going to solve this? To solve this, I'm not going to look at the banking models. We'll look at the tech scaling. Jeff Bezos' foundational framework outlined in his 1997 Amazon shareholders letter. He mentioned the concept of type 1 and type 2 decisions. A type 1 decision is a one-way door. It is highly consequential and nearly impossible to reverse. Approving a multi-million-dollar uncollateralized loan, that's a type 1 decision. You need time, data, and perfect accuracy. But type 2 decision is a two-way door. It is reversible. If you make a wrong call, you can walk back through the door, reverse it, and move out. Almost every single operational bottlenecks in your branch networks fall into type 2 decision category. Staff scheduling, local marketing initiatives, resolving basic customer disputes, these are type 2 decisions. The fatal flaw I have observed is many of the branch managers, they treat reversible. They consider type 2 decisions as type 1 decision. Same slow, agonizing scrutiny. When a manager spends 3 days deciding whether to comb a $50 late fee from a high net worth client, they are destroying the customer experience to protect the bank from a non-existing risk. Therefore, you must teach your branch managers to identify type 2 decisions instantly. When they identify, they should not consider these decisions as high-stake gambles, but as fast, cheap experiments. If the experiment fails, you reverse it. The cost of a bad type 2 decision is always cheaper than the cost of time wasted to make a perfect decision. Now, you just can't tell your managers to hurry up. You must install guardrails for them to move fast. Therefore, implement these steps immediately. Number 1, risk threshold matrix. Define exactly what is a type 2 decision in your network. What I mean is, set a clear financial threshold. For example, any customer remedy under $500 or any operational shift less than $1,000. Give managers absolute autonomy below the line. Step 2, 24-hour rule. Mandate that any decision which is fall into type 2 category must be finalized and executed within 24 hours time period. No committees, no escalation. If a manager can't make a reversible decision within a day, he is in the wrong job. Step number 3, disagree and commit protocol. If a manager is debating over operational tactic with assistant manager, and if they can't come to a conclusion, the manager must evoke disagree and commit. You acknowledge the disagreement, pick a path and execute immediately, and you must look at the data on next week. Remember, perfect decision is a myth. Speed is your competitive advantage. If your branch managers are bottlenecking progress because they are fear of making mistakes, your network is vulnerable to faster, aggressive competitors. But you cannot write a corporate culture within an email. If you want to systematically remove the fear of failure and install high velocity, high accountability operating system, you need a proven framework. Read the below description of our total branch transformation system. We specialize in removing operation bottlenecks and to train your managers to execute at elite level. Stop waiting for the perfect data. Start making decisions. See you soon.